Welcome back to the UK National Basketball Tournament. The game taking place right now is between Jamia, representing in the blue uniform, against MTA, representing in the yellow uniform. The referee blows his whistle as he invites the players to start the game. The players are getting ready for the tip-off. Both the players shake hands and the tip-off begins, and Jamia's got the ball. Jamia begins with first possession. Number 4, drive in. Number 7, pass, shot. Oh, there's a miss. Number 7 gets the rebound from MTA. Number 3 dribbles in the ball to the half-court line. And that's a missed shot by MTA. Number 8 gets the rebound, and there's a foul. The foul is on number 8. That's a rebound by Jamia. Number 7, he drives in as he loses the ball. And the ball is for Jamia. There's a nice pass. What a miss. MTA gets a rebound. Number 1 dribbling. Number 1 dribbles up the ball. That's a pass to number 3, MTA. Number 4, behind the back pass. And number 4 makes a three-pointer. No, MTA is very excited, mashallah. Jamia dribbles in the ball. Number 3, Jamia going in. What a pass. Number 4 puts up a shot and he misses. Number 3, Jamia gets the rebound. Number 4 puts up another shot and misses again and gets the offensive rebound. Number 4 passes the ball. Number 1, Jamia gets the ball. Number 3, Jamia makes a really bad shot. Number 2, MTA makes, oh, that's a very long 3-0, and then Jamia gets the rebound. Jamia, oh, what a pass. Oh, that's a foul for Jamia, number 7. Number 3, MTA has committed a foul. Jamia inbounds the ball. That's a pass to number 9, Jamia. Number 9, Jamia dribbles in, loses the ball. Number 3, MTA recovers the ball. Number 3 for MTA takes in the ball. That's a behind the back pass to number 4, MTA. They pass it back to number 3. That's a wild shot. Number 7, Jamia gets a rebound. He passes his on to him. He passes it on to his brother and gets it back. Number 7 scores the point for Jamia. The score right now is 3-2 for MTA. Number 3, MTA dribbles in the ball, passes the ball. Oh, wash! Oh, that's a miss. Number 4, Jamia dribbles in the ball. He goes in. That's a wild shot by Jamia. Number 7, Jamia takes in the ball. Passes it to number 4. And that's a foul by number 7, MTA. Jamia goes to the sideline, inbounds the ball. Number 9, Jamia has the ball. He passes out to number 7. That's a fake, and number 7 misses. And that's a lob pass to number 4, MTA. MTA taking the ball. That's another pass to number 3, and he gets fouled. They passed it to number 4, MTA. Oh, that's a wild shot. He misses. Jamia takes in the ball. They lose the ball. It's MTA ball right now. MTA will inbound the ball right now. Number 4 for MTA brings up the ball. Number 3, MTA makes a shot, and he misses. Number 7 for Jamia gets a rebound, and he takes it up to full court. And he gets fouled. The foul is on number 7, MTA. Jamia inbounds the ball. They pass to number 3. Back to number 7. Back number 1, number 4, and he scores for a 2-pointer. Number 4, Jamia. Score is right now 4-3 for Jamia. Number 8 for MTA gets a ball. He makes a wild pass, and Jamia has stolen the ball. That's a turnover. Number 4 goes for the points, and he scores. That's Jamia 6-3. Number 3 for MTA brings up the ball. Number 4, wild shot, and he misses. Number 7 for Jamia gets a rebound. He passes up to number 1. Number 1 goes, and number 1 loses the ball. Jamia still have the ball. Number 7 for Jamia. Jamia for a turnover. Number 8 for MTA takes up the ball and makes a point. Jamia inbound the ball. Number 3 brings up the ball to the half-court line. That's a pass to number 4. Number 7 takes in, drives in, and he scores. That's 8 points for Jamia, 5 points for MTA. MTA, number 1, bringing up the ball, makes a wild shot, and misses. Number 7, rebound for Jamia. Number 7 for Jamia takes up the ball, and he scores. Jamia 10, MTA 5. Number 4 for MTA brings up the ball. MTA possession, they make a wild pass. And Jamia steals the ball. Number 1 for Jamia brings up the ball. And he puts it up. And that's a miss. Number 3 for Jamia scores for 2 points. Off the rebound. Us says my fellow cameraman. That's 12 points for Jamia, 5 points for MTA. Number 8 for MTA brings up the ball. He goes in, he takes up the shot, and he misses. That's another rebound for Jamia, number 1. Jamia 1 passes it to number 4. He passes it to number 3, and they lose the ball. MTA has the possession. Number 4 for MTA brings up the ball and takes a wild shot and misses. MTA got the offensive rebound. They pass it out back to number 3, back to number 4. Number 7 for MTA takes up the ball and a wild shot. And it's off of Jamia, so MTA get the ball and MTA makes a shot but misses again. Number 7 for Jamia, rebound. They bring up the ball. Number 7 bring up the ball with a wild pass. And that's a wild shot. Number 4 for MTA gets a rebound. Number 4 brings up the ball. He goes in. Number 7 for Jamia almost gets a steal, but it's out of bounds, so MTA get the ball. Number 7 for MTA has a possession. Number 4 for MTA makes a shot, misses. MTA still has possession. MTA inbounding the ball to number 4. Back to number 7. Number 7 drives in the ball and he makes a shot and he misses. It's still MTA ball. MTA inbounding the ball. Number 8 inbounds it to number 4. Number 4 makes a wild shot and he misses again. Number 7 for Jamia takes it in. They pass it to number 1 and he scores for 2 points. It's 14 points for Jamia and 5 points for MTA. MTA currently argue on how to play defense. And there you go, that's halftime. Thank you guys for listening. Welcome back to the second half of the game. MTA in yellow versus Jamia in blue. MTA has possession of the ball, second half, inbounds the ball. Number 1 for MTA brings up the ball, passes it to number 8. He makes a shot and scores for 2 points. That's 7 points for MTA and 14 points for Jamia. Jamia, number 7, brings up the ball, passes it to number 1. Number 1 passes it to number 3. Back to number 4. Back to number 7, and that's a terrible miss. And again, a terrible miss. Rebound for MTA, and Jamia, number 7, blocks off the ball. MTA inbound the ball to number 4. Number 4 brings up the ball to the half court. Passes it to number 8. Back to number 1. Oh, and he makes a wild shot, and he scores for 2 points and 1. That's 8 points for MTA and 14 points for Jamia. Jamia brings up the ball. Number 3 passes it to number 4, back to number 9, and to number 7. Number 7 eyeing down his players. Back to number 3. Oh, and that's a foul on MTA. Number 7 commits the foul for MTA. Number 3 is flopping really hard on the ground right now. Number 3 gets a technical. The ref has given him a technical for flopping very hard. Never mind. Never mind, the call has been taken back. Jamia, number 7, puts up a shot. and misses it. Jamia number 4 gets a rebound and puts up the ball for 2 points. That's 16 points for Jamia and 9 points for MTA. Number 8 for MTA brings up the ball. That's a screen set by number 5. Number 8 passes it to number 4. Number 4 passes it back to number 5. Number 5 wild shot and he misses. Number 7 for Jamia gets a rebound. Number 7 scores for 2 points. On the fast break, again recommended by my cameraman. Number 1 for MTA taking up the ball. Number 5 passes it to Jamia. That's an offensive turnover. Number 7 brings up the ball, passes it to number 9. Number 9 dribbling, passes it back to number 7. And to number 1. Number 1 back to number 9. Too much passing. All back to number 3. And that's a turnover. Number 4 for MTA steals the ball. And thinks of and makes a wild shot and misses terribly. And MTA still has the ball. They pass it to number 4 for MTA. He makes a very good shot, but unfortunately misses the 3. Number 9 for Jamia bringing up the ball. Number 7. Oh, that's a turnover. That's an out of bounds. MTA has possession. They pass it to number 1. Number 1 takes a wild shot and definitely misses. Number 3 for Jamia got the rebound. Number 3 passes it to number 7 for Jamia. Number 7 takes up the ball, passes it to number 4, back to number 7, and number 7 gets fouled. And there's a substitute coming in for number 4. Number 10 comes in for number 4. Number 3 has possession. Number 9 passes it to number 10, the new substitute. Back to number 3. Number 3 taking shot. Passes it to number 1. Number 10 passes it to number 7. Number 7 takes it up and gets fouled. Number 9 for Jamia scored for 2 points. The score right now is 20 for Jamia, 9 for MTA. Number 4 for MTA brings up the ball, passes it to number 7. He passes it to number 8. Number 8 shoots for a 3-pointer, misses. Number 9 for Jamia gets the rebound. Number 9, Jamia takes up the ball, passes it to number 7. And that's very intense defense by MTA. Number 7 with a crazy pass to number 1. Back to number 3, and that's out of bounds. That's a turnover by Jamia. MTA with the possession passes it to number 8. Number 8 for 2 points. 2 points. MTA. That's 2 points for MTA. MTA 11, Jamia 20. That's a turnover by Jamia. That's another turnover by MTA. Number 9 for Jamia steals the ball, takes it up, brings it up, passes it to number 7, and that's another turnover by number 9, Jamia. There's a substitute coming in for number 9. Number 5 fills in the place for number 9. MTA has possession, brings up the ball, passes it to number 8. Number 8 for the wild shot and misses. Number 10 has the rebound. Number 7 makes a very nice pass to number 1. And Jamia scores for 2 points. 2 points by number 1. Number 8 for MTA brings up the ball. Pass. Oh, that's a very bad pass and out of possession. Number 10 inbounds the ball for Jamia. Number 3 for Jamia brings up the ball to the half-court line. Number 3 with his dribbling skills, turnover. Number 5 for MTA with the biggest shovel, but uncalled. Uncalled. Oh, never mind. It was called as my fellow cameraman corrected me yet again. Number 1 for Jamia bringing up the ball. He passes it to number 5. Jamia. Jamia still has possession. They pass it to number 3. Number back to number 1. And there's an intense moment on the floor. It's MTA ball. Number 1 for MTA. Inbounds the ball. Number 7 for MTA brings up the ball. They pass it to number 4. MTA number 4 with a wild shot. That was definitely a wild shot. Number 7 for Jamia. Bring up the ball. What a pass to number 10. What a pass to the back to number 7. And that's a turnover. Number 8 for MTA passes it to number 1. And he misses. And that's a foul on Jamia number 3. That's an inbound pass from number 8, MTA, to number 7, back to number 8. And he passes it to number 5. And number 5 goes up for 2 points but misses. Number 3 for Jamia passes it to number 1. And he saves the ball. And they pass it to number 10 for Jamia. And what a pass to number 7. And he misses. But he gets his rebound and scores for 2 points. That's MTA 11, Jamia 24. Number 4 for MTA. What a turnover by number 5, MTA. Number 3 for MTA, substituting for number 8. Never mind, it's for number 7. Number 1 for Jamia bringing up the ball. Tries to cross out the player but misses. That's a turnover by Jamia. And back to Jamia. Number 1 brings up the ball. And that's a 5-on-1 possession. And number 10 puts it up for 2 points. Number 10 runs back as MTA misses terribly. That's a turnover by MTA. Number 3 for Jamia inbounds the ball. Never mind. It is ruled as MTA ball. Number 8 for MTA has the ball. He passes it to number 1. Number 1 tries to find a way to score and puts up a 3-pointer. Oh, and it goes in and goes out. And number 1 for Jamia brings up the ball. Number 7 for Jamia puts up a 3 and misses. Number 5 gets a rebound, passes it to number 4 for MTA. And number 4 scores for 2 points. And that is officially the end of the game. Jamia 26, MTA 11. Thank you for joining us. Please be with us for the next game.
tremendous display of skill from our younger athletes.
Welcome back to the UK National Basketball Tournament. This is the last game of the day. This game is against London A, Fuzzle, and South. And London A wins the tip-off. 23 for London A, dribbles up the ball, and that's a turnover. South, number 3, inbounds the ball. Number 6 for South passes it back to number 6. Number 6 passes it to number 1. Number 6 passes it to another player, back to number 1. And they pass it to number 8. Number 8 puts up a shot for 2 points, misses. Number 23 for London A gets the rebound. Number 35 for London A brings in the ball, passes it to number 3. Number 23 gives back to number 23, and that's a miss by number 23. They pass it to number 7 for South, and that's a turnover. Number 36 for London A brings up the ball. And that's a turnover by number 36. Number 3 gets a steal for South. They pass it to number 6. Number 6 puts up the shot, misses, and that's a rebound. And that's a turnover by London A. South, number 1, passes it to number 6. Number 6 for South puts up the shot and misses. Number 8 gets a rebound. Number 8 for South puts it up for 2 points. And South has the lead by 2 points. London A 0. Number 32 for London A brings up the ball. Number 32 trying to set up a play. That's a pick. Number 30, and that's a travel by number 32 for London A. South has the possession right now. Number 3 dribbles up the ball for South. South representing the yellow uniform. London A, black. South puts up a wild shot and they miss. Number 23 for London A gets a rebound and passes it to number 23, but unfortunately a turnover or an interference. It is still London A possession. They pass it to number 35. Number 35 goes in with the ball and misses a layup. Number 1 for South brings up the ball. Number 1 puts it up for 2 points, misses. Number 36 passes it on to number 35 for London A, and that's another turnover. Number 7 for South passes it to number 1. Back to number 7. Number 7 puts up a shot for 2 points, and that's a miss. Rebound by number 35 for London A. Interference. Number 3 for South puts up a shot, misses. Number 36 for London A brings up the ball. Passes it to number 35. Number 35 for looking a clear cut. And number 36 for London A puts up a shot and misses for 2 points. Number 3 for South bringing up the ball. And misses terribly. Number 36 for London A gets a rebound. Number 36 bringing up the ball. Crosses number 7 and passes it to number 43. London A inbounds the ball to number 35. Number 35 puts up the shot for 2 points, misses, gets the offensive rebound, and puts it up for 2 points, but misses again. Number 1 for South gets a rebound and is bringing up the ball. Number 1 passes it to number 7. Number 1 puts up a shot and makes it for 2 points. The score right now is 4 for South and 0 for London A. Number 35 for London A puts up a shot and it's an air ball. South inbounds the ball. Number 3 for South bringing up the ball, passes it. And they make a point, and they score for 2 points. That is 7 points for South and 0 for London A. Number 35 puts up 2 points for London A. There's a correction, 2 points for London A and 6 points for South. That's a rebound by number 35 for London A. Back to number 35. And that's a turnover by number 35. South puts up a shot and misses, gets back his rebound, and puts up another shot for 2 points but misses again. Number 43 for London A gets a rebound. Number 23 makes a very nice pass to number 32 for London A, and that's a foul by number 3 for South. That's a foul on number 32. There's a substitution coming in. Number 37, number 28, and number 29 come in as substitutes for London A. An update on the score is 6 points for South and 2 for London A. London A inbounds the ball. The possession still belongs to London A. Number 37 for London A takes on the ball and gets fouled. Number 36 inbounds the ball to number 37. Number 37 passes it to number 28, and number 28 scores for 2 points. Number 1 for South brings in the ball. Number 7 tries to make a pass, but that's a turnover. Number 29 for London A puts up for 2 points. Number 3 for South brings up the ball, passes it to number 6. Number 6 shoots it for 3 points and gets an air ball. That's London A has the current possession. Number 36 for London A bringing up the ball, passes it to number 28. Back to number 28. Number 29 puts it up for 2 points but gets fouled. Number 36 for London A inbounds the ball to number 28. Number 29 for London A puts up the shot and misses for South brings up the ball, and that's a turnover by South. Current possession belongs to London A. The current score is 6 points for London A and 6 points for South. London A, number 29, inbounds the ball to number 36. Number 36 passes it back to number 29. Number 29 passes it to number 23. Back to number 37. Number 37 for a very nice pass to number 28, but that's a turnover and a steal by number 1 for South. And that's number 8 for South gets the ball, and that's a turnover by South. Number 29 for London A brings up the ball to the 3-point line. Number 29 passes it, very nice pass back to number 29, and that's the score, and number 29 scores for 2 points. That's 8 points for London A, 6 points for South. Number 3 for South brings up the ball, passes it to number 1. Number 1 takes up the ball and passes it to number 8. Number 8, a very good shot for 2 points. Number 29 for London A brings up the ball, passes it to number 23, and number 23 gets fouled. London A, number 23, inbounds the ball to number 36. Number 36 for a 3-pointer but misses. Number 28 gets the offensive rebound. It is still London A ball. Number 23 for London A inbounds the ball. Number 37 puts out for 3 points and misses. Number 3 for South brings up the ball. Number 3 passes it to number 1. Number 1 passes it to number 6. Back to number 1. Back to number 6. Number 6 passes it to number 8. And that's a block shot by number 28 for London A. And that's a shot by number 1. The shot has been taken after the buzzer, so the shot will not count. The current score is 8 points for London A and 8 points for South. Tied score. Both teams go to the bench for the timeout and discuss their new game plan. Welcome back to the second half of the game. London A versus South. The current score is 8 points for London A and 8 for South. Number 7 for South is inbounding the ball to number 1. Back to number 7. Number 7 brings up the ball, passes it to number 6. Number 6 puts up a shot for 3 points and misses it. Number 29 for London A gets a rebound. Number 37 for London A brings up the ball and passes it to number 35. Number 35 to number 28 to number 29. And number 29 scores for 2 points. Number 3 for South brings up the ball. Number 7 for South takes up the ball but gets rejected by number 35 for London A. Number 1 for South puts up a shot for 3 points and almost makes it but misses. And that's a long pass to number 29 for London A. And he scores for 2 points. That's 12 points for London A and 8 points for South. Number 6 for South puts up a shot for 3 points. And number 36 gets a rebound. Number 35 passes it to number 29 for London A. And number 29 puts up a shot for 2 points but misses. Number 1 gets a rebound. And number 1 brings up the ball for South. Number 1 passes it to number 3. Number 3 takes up the ball for South and puts it out for 2 points but misses. Number 35 for London A brings up the ball and scores for 2 points. That's 14 points for London A and 8 points for South. Number 3 for South brings up the ball and passes it to number 7. Number 7 passes it to number 6. Number 6 back to number 1. Back to number 7. And that's a turnover. And that's a very good defensive method by number 7 for South. Number 6 passes it to number 8. That's a rebound by number 35 for London A. Number 37 brings up the ball for London A. Takes in the ball and misses. Number 28 gets the offensive rebound and gets fouled by number 1 for South. Number 35 gets the inbound and scores for 2 points. That is 16 points for London A and 8 points for South. Number 3 for South brings up the ball and takes it in and puts up a shot for 2 points and misses. Number 37 for London A gets a rebound. Number 28 for London A gets a pass and scores for 2 points. That's 18 points for London A and 8 points for South. Number 3 for South brings up the ball, passes it to number 1. Number 1 takes in the ball and scores for 2 points. The score is 18 points for London A and 10 points for South. And there's 6 minutes left to the end of the game. Number 3 for South brings up the ball and puts up for 2 points but misses. Number 36 gets a rebound for London A. Number 28 passes it to number 36 for 2 points, but number 36 misses. That's a pass to number 1 but for South. Number 1 takes it in and puts out for 2 points but misses. Number 37 for London A gets a rebound. London A has possession. Number 37 brings up the ball. Passes it to number 29. Wall up pass to number 28. Wall up pass by number 29 to number 28. And the current score is London A 20 points and South 10. Number 3 for South brings up the ball. Tries to take it in. Passes it to number 1. And that is an offensive turnover. Number 28 passes it to number 35, and that's a turnover by London A. Possession belongs to South. Number 3 for South inbounds the ball to number 7. Number 6 for South bringing up the ball. 5 minutes left to the end of the game. Number 6 puts up a nice, very nice 3-pointer by number 6 for South. The current score is 22 for London A and 15 for South as number 28 scores for 2 more points. Number 6 for South puts out for 2 points. London A, 22 points. South, 15 points. Number 28 for London A scores for 2 more points. Number 3 for South brings up the ball. Number 3 for South passes it out to number 1. Number 1 shoots it for 2 points but misses. Number 29 for London A brings up the ball. Passes it to number 28. But the ball goes out of bounds. Current possession belongs to South. Current score is 26 points for London A and 15 for South. South has current possession. Number 1 for South inbounding the ball to number 7. Number 7 takes up the ball and puts it for 2 points but gets fouled. The foul is on number 32 for London A. South inbounds the ball. Minor interference by number 37 for London A, but South, number 1, puts it up and misses. Number 23 gets a rebound for London A. And that's a turnover by number 23 for London A. Number 3 for South puts up for 2 points and he scores. That is 26 points for London A, 17 points for South. Current possession belongs to London A. And that is a turnover by London A and 2 points for South. Score is 26 for London A, 19 for South. 31 for London A brings up the ball, passes it to 32 for London A. 23 has a current possession back to number 31, but out of bounds. Current possession belonging to South. Number 7 for South bringing up the ball. Puts out for 2 points and he scores. 26 points for London A, 19 points for South. London A, 31, bringing up the ball. And that's a turnover by number 31 for London A. Current possession belonging to South. Number 1 for South brings up the ball, passes it to number 6. Back to number 3. Number 3 takes it in for 2 points but gets fouled. Another foul on number 32 for London A. Number 1 puts up the shot for 2 points and he scores. 26 points for London A, 21 points for South. 50 seconds remaining to the game. Number 37 for London A bringing up the ball. Passes it to number 32 and number 32 for a 3-pointer but misses. A rebound by number 8. That's a foul on number 32 for London A. Current possession for South. Passes it to number 6. Number 1 for South puts out for 2 points and he makes it. 26 points for London A, 23 points for South. Number 37 bringing in the ball for London A, passing it to number 43. That's pressure right there. And number 43 gets tripped. London A passes it to number 23. And that's the end of the game. London A takes the lead by 26 points. South, 23 points. Thank you for joining us at the UK National Basketball Tournament. Inshallah, we will see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Jazakallah for joining us.